that. Oh, woo-hoo. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, how is your day going? Because I gotta tell you, mine's about to pick up. Wow, my day was boring. And then we were gonna do more Mr. Beast stuff today. And then like a ray shining down from the gods up above, a smooth light broke clear through the sky and a ray of sunlight came down. And standing in that ray of sunlight was one pierogi saying, "Sir, stop what you're doing. I have something to share with you." And it was a bomb, baby! It was a straight bomb. It was a left hook right to the jaw, and we all saw it coming, did we not? We all saw that shit coming. Sure enough, the man himself has spoken. And I gotta tell you, he had a lot to say. He had a whole lot to say. So without further ado, let me make sure I let you guys know this show is gonna be insane. All right, so in case anybody missed it, it looks like a couple people in the chat are not aware of what took place on X today. First off, let me do my greetings before we I'm so eager. I want to just jump right into that shit, but you know how we do things. I got to say hello to everybody first, right? We want to make sure that we take our time to say hello and welcome everybody who takes time out of their day to come in and say hello to me. So I will do that with y'all. So right now in the chat, we got Jessica Lee, Soul and Luna coming in hot on a hot Thursday. That's what I like to see. Hang on, is Chick Nugs gonna do it today? Is he gonna do it? Where are you? Where are you at, Chick? I know you're around here somewhere. I know you're lurking somewhere.
Hell yeah, this
there he is.
Just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Sol and Luna gifted Chairman Meow a membership.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh no, I gotta get
Hell
this.
yeah, this party just
The voice
keeps
is up.
getting better. The more the merrier.
Sol and Luna gifted Sonia Buck a membership.
West Haven, always and forever, coming in with some 99 cents. Thank you, sir. Thank you very, very much. I'm loving it, guys. I'm loving it. A lot of good vibes tonight. A lot of beautiful vibes. A lot of really solid vibes out there, you know? Lots of good vibes. Everybody's feeling good. You know, people tell me all the time I'm really good. My Trump needs a little work. I've been singing all day because there's a video that if you guys were in the stream yesterday, I got inspired to do a parody music video of someone that we talk about on the show. And I'm sure some of y'all can figure out who it is. But I've been singing all day before I even got on here. So my voice is hurting. So I can't do my Trump really well. But anyway, they tell me all the time that, you know, I have the best show. I don't know who they are, but that's what they tell me. They tell me that my show is the best show. I need to work on my Trump. I can't do Trump after singing for a couple hours. Anyway, who we got in chat? We got Soul and Luna, Tina Cat, Blue Jay, Janie Minaj, Janie Minaj, New Moon Rising. Carla stopped hanging out over on Twitter, where she keeps her twittites in check for me. Devil's Advocate hanging out. Friday the 13th just started in my country. Pray for me. We will pray for you. West Haven, always and forever. Thank you for the 99 cents. Smiling face with a halo. I like it. Like an angel coming down from the sun. Sweet Goth, you know you ain't missing this tea, girl. Stevie Lambie, one of my moderators on the Later with Lately channel for the VODs, which eventually the show will be over there after time. So, I mean, we still got a bit to go. Jessica Lee, Rebecca Loves 9 Inch Nails, Kevin Z, Ruggiera, my main mod, along with Soul and Luna. Jessica Lee, I mean, basically Soul and Luna and Ruggiera run the whole Discord, so they're my go-to girls. That's why we love them so much here. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anybody. I think I said Kevin Z. Let's say him again just to be sure. Tony Jones. Hi, everyone from Australia. First time live. We're happy to have you in here. Welcome to Lately Nation, where everybody loves each other and, you know, we do finger stuff sometimes. Craft is able. What's up? Hanging over in Twitch as well. Kerry Z. Always one of the first. Sarah Nonan Little is lurking but driving home. And Fabiola Case started off the whole chat. I'm happy to have you guys here. You guys are amazeballs. We love you all. We love you all. This channel's growing. And oh, I saw Bull Raxton hanging out. Another streamer, Scambaiter streamer. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Yeah, new here. I'm happy to have you here. Wow, West Haven, always and forever. By the way, West Haven, great author, great writer. Wow, I think we broke a record for 100 messages. Look at us go, guys. Look at, we're making moves, man. We're making moves. Put it together. I like it. I like it. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, so, all right, now that we got the intros out of the way. SP is live right now. Brenda Day, is he talking about it? Is he talking about it? That's what I want to know. If he's not talking, if he's just scam baiting, we'll let him do his thing, right? We don't want to interfere. He doesn't really talk tea, so I'm doing it for him, okay? I'm doing it for him. But anyway, you know, we all knew it was coming. We all knew that one day the dam was going to break and the man would just have enough and he was finally going to speak up. And I got to be honest, I'm happy he did. It's MO though, EG. What's MO? I don't know. What's that mean? No, I just turned it on, but it seems like he seems to be talking about quantum physics. Yeah, that's Pierogi for you right there. What's up, Jennifer Lim? No, he's talking about water. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I'm sure his chat is raging right now, waiting for everybody to talk about what's going on, but you're going to miss it. Oh, it's members only? Yeah, so I couldn't even check in with him if I wanted to. I mean, I am a member over there, but I'm not going to... you know, stream snipe his members only chat. That's fucked up to do. I mean, he might let me get away with it, but he'll probably just be like, can you not do that, man? Like, those are paid customers, for love of God. But maybe he is in there talking to his members about what's going on. Who knows? But if he does, I'm sure I'll get clipped it or something. Anyway, so if you guys missed out, the SP stream is over now. Okay, so he probably saw I went live and was like, let me step out of the way and let EG take things from here. I'm just kidding. He doesn't do that. He doesn't. That'd be nice though if he had that kind of respect for me. But Mama Bear, I'm gonna get into it. Okay, hold your horses. All right, I'm priming the audience. I'm pulling a D'Angelo Wallace and priming you guys up. Okay, okay. I'm priming you up. I was there. I've seen it. I was there when he posted it. I was over there. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's members only. I hope to get another gifted there since I'm not in the budget right now. I totally understand, Rebecca. I totally understand. You hang around here enough, you're going to get a gifted. That's just how we do things, right? We give out gifts. And it's actually great for the channel. Soul Luna is probably one of the best things for this channel and everybody else who gifts memberships because it gets people to come over and visit us. At least you aren't doing a cam nuggets and drooling. Yes, I know. I'm going to get to it, guys. I know everybody's very eager. Everybody's very eager to get into the tea. But we're going to get into it, I promise. I promise. I like to fluff everybody up, you know? You can't start shooting the adult film if you don't fluff the guy first. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Got to get a little dirty-minded in here. But yeah. So, everyone, please lick that like button as well. Please lick that like button. My name is EG Lately. I was a musician. I thought I was going to be a rock star one day, but eventually I became too old to do that. So now I am trying to make it as a YouTuber. So welcome to my stream. Welcome to my stream. I like airplanes, particularly military aircraft. However, now that I'm so like balls deep into this YouTube thing, I don't get to play my flight simulator game anymore. I haven't gamed all week. I'm going through VR withdrawal, guys. It has been licked. That's what I like to hear, Steve. That's what she said. That's what she said. It has been licked. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this mic here. Hang on, let me just check. All right, is that enough? Can you guys hear me good? Can you guys hear me good? I'm trying to make sure that the air conditioner is not getting picked up, but you guys can still hear my voice nice and clearly. And it looks like it's doing its job. And that's what we need, right? All right, good. Because it gets hot in here. There's a lot of lights on me, okay? It gets really hot. My daughter flew planes in the Air Force. See, that would be a dream job for me, but my eyes are all jacked up. I can't do it. But anyway, all right. I have made you guys wait long enough. Let's get into the tea, okay? So earlier today, as you guys know, if you guys have been following the channel, a lot's been going on with Scammer Payback. If you follow me on X, you especially know this because I'm always getting into it with these people. There's a particular group of people. I've done videos on some of these people. Some of them have left that group, so I'm just want to put that out there. They claim they left. As far as I can tell, no interference, and some of them actually have come into the community, been pretty active members of my community. So far, seem like decent people, okay? So people can change, okay? I just want to put that out there. People can change for the better. But there are still stubborn people who are still fighting this fight against Pierogi. With no evidence, no common sense, no logic, just nothing but hate driving their hearts, okay? Also, thanks for seconding my tweet about r/YouTube Jamaway. No problem, Devil's Advocate. You guys tag me in X comments. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna show you guys some love. Everybody who comments or does X with me or is following me or quotes about me or ats me, they always know I always find you and I always show you some love. It's one of those, like, I don't feel like I'm not too good to notice people who are at me. Like, who the fuck am I? I'm just some guy trying to do YouTube, and it's just like one of those things where I'm gonna try my best to make sure that if you guys show me appreciation, I'm gonna show you guys appreciation back. I followed you, but I'm private on X. I mean, that's okay, I guess. But, I mean, you're not trying to make it as a big streamer. You're just trying to help me make it as a big streamer. So that's fine. So whatever works for you works for me. Anyway, so let me get this stuff together here because there's so much to dive into, so much drama in the LBC. It's kind of hard being EG lately. Let me switch over to my reaction. The reaction. Now I'm down in the corner. Down in the corner, out here in the streets. Bed man gone to bed, I'm going to Christ on can't beat. That's what I do when I can't think of the lyrics to the words. I just make sounds. And it works out well. It seems to be working out well for me. So, all right, I'm going to pull up my Twitter account here. X, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it these days. And we're going to be going through what actually took place today. So, as some of you guys know, there's been this Alabaster account. Worthy Payback still out there doing their stubborn ass shit. If it has Payback and it's not Scammer Payback in front of it, then they're a account that's specifically made just to shit on Pierogi. Well, Blue Jay, you're missing a lot of the action because that's where a lot of interesting things happen is over on X. It's where all the news happens. What's up, Chappie? We got Chappie in there. Chappie's involved in this whole thing too because Trilogy Media gets mentioned in here, and Chappie works pretty closely with those guys. So shout out to Trilogy Media. Shout out to Bull Raxon, who is also one of Chappie's guys. We love Chappie around here. I don't go there either. Yeah, it's probably for the best, guys. Probably for the best that you don't go there because it's an interesting place. It's an interesting place for sure. So anyway. I've been told many times that I'm better off without it. Yes. Unless you're trying to become a content creator and make a name for yourself, you don't really need to be, you don't really need to do that, His editors all have Payback as last name, like Cena Payback. Oh, okay. Thank you, Gypsy, for clarifying why they do that. All right. The Gypsy was one of the people who was, mixed in with them when all the drama was going down, but she's kind of like opened up her mind to at least open up discussion so we can kind of talk about. She's one of the people who stepped forward and was like, let's resolve all this and figure out a way that is best for all parties. That shows a sign of someone being mature. However, there's still people out there doing dirty ass work, and that's who we're going to be talking about today. So if you guys aren't familiar with Pierogi and Scammer Payback, they are a massive channel who is dedicated to stopping scammers, scam callers, if you will. Look at me. That's me live. Look at that handsome guy. Look at that handsome guy. I like it. You know what? It's too cringe to like my own post, isn't it? It's too cringe to like my own post. 44 people saw it, though. But anyway. All right. So essentially what happened is, long story short, TLDR, if you guys want the deep, detailed edition of this, there's a video I made, actually a series of videos I made documenting this whole entire thing, starting from the very beginning, and it was like first contact was like with Collins. So if you see the guy in the thumbnail, that's Collins. He was the guy who kind of kicked all this off to get this thing started. Well, actually, no, that's not true. It all started back with Savannah Marie, right? And a shitty video, a shitty, and when I tell you shitty, like a shitty video she did about Pierogi. Basically trying to paint him as a predator when he clearly wasn't, okay? We're not going to get into what Pierogi did because, frankly, it's none of our goddamn business, and it was none of Savannah's either. But she decided to put it out for the whole internet to see and tried to paint it as something it wasn't. And sure enough, you know, she got a lot of blowback for that. A lot of it. Right, and rightfully so, because it was an atrocious... it was an absolutely atrocious freaking video that, you know, made pretty much zero sense, and everybody in the commentary community shitted on her for it, and she deserved all the bits of criticism. I was actually pretty nice in my criticism of Savannah, but not everybody else was. But I was pretty nice about it, and she still blocked me. So goes to show you, Savannah, you can't take criticism at all right? And she even left a nice little comment in my thing saying, you know, fair criticisms, you know, it seems like you took time to actually try to understand my points and stuff, which I did. And then I guess after everybody else was like, you know what, fuck this bitch, it got a little worse. So I guess she eventually blocked me, even though we told her how nice her hair was at one time. But then I came across some videos where she wasn't wearing any makeup, and I wouldn't recommend it. She edited it so badly. The editing wasn't even bad. It was the content itself. It was the narrative she was trying to push. It was clear as day that this was a mutual, consensual thing that was taking place here, but it was painted as a malicious, I don't even know what you would call it, like a malicious, manipulative takedown of someone. And it wasn't. It was all volunteer. Like, if you guys haven't seen the video, it's one of my top performing videos. You can go check that one out. I cover it. You can see old EG back in the day with his first hit single, and it was pretty nuts. What happened with that situation is nobody's business except for Mr. and Mrs. Pierogi, period. The woman harassed by Orange Hoodie was actually harassed 1,000 times worse. Imagine 916. I agree 100%. I found it ironic that that guy came forward to talk about Pierogi being like this monster, when in reality he was 10 times a bigger monster and had way more victims. And he pushed through rejection. Like, if, you know, girls would be like pretty clear to him that he wasn't interested, and he would still try. So, you know, it's just one of those things that, you know, it's the pot calling the kettle black, which he said he wouldn't do, but he did. And he tried going after Pierogi's brother-in-law, and made this whole thing about him being, you know, involved in Elsa Gate or whatever with his first channel, and that was all debunked by me as well, with the help of somebody who was actually on that channel. Fast forward, it kind of all died down a little bit. I kind of talked about everything that was going on with that, where all of the attacks were coming from, because it was very coordinated. And when they first came out, nobody really knew what was going on with him. They were like, we don't, like the commentary community didn't even really know what was happening. They just saw this one guy basically complaining for not being more accepted and getting kicked out of Discord, which everybody was laughing at. Became an instant locale. But for some reason, he felt the need to, like, flex. Like, oh, yeah, everybody loves me. Like, that wasn't how that went down at all. Everybody was just making fun of him. So fast forward a little bit, it kind of, like, a lot of the drama kind of died down a little bit, except for, like, a couple fleas that were still hanging around on X. And as always, it was almost like my last video came out pretty much, like, blowing up their whole headquarters. And then the next, and then it kind of went quiet after that. Like, it went quiet. I started covering other stuff, moved on to other things, you know, covered other topics. And then, slowly but surely, a couple people started popping up, leaving little nasty tweets about Pierogi, about this, him doing this, accusing him of doing this. I didn't really pay it much mind. It was getting no love. Nobody was even liking it. So it's like, okay, some sleeping dogs are better left, alone. But that's not good enough for them. You see, because what they crave more than anything else, and I'm giving it to you right now, is attention. They want attention. They want Pierogi to notice them. So they slowly escalated their attacks. It went from being like, Pierogi's mishandling donations, which first off, let's just be very clear. Whatever people donate to your channel is up to the content creator to do with whatever they want. All right. Now, if you blatantly are like, I need this for a new kidney, and you go and you buy an Xbox, that might be a bit of an issue. But nowhere, I believe, was it stated that he was like planning on doing anything specific with the money. And I think a lot of people said he was supposed to give it to victims, which I don't believe was ever stated clearly that was supposed to be what took place. But even if, right, like say you raise $7,000 in a stream, which, let's be honest, that is high end. Like, say you raise $7,000, right? And you're like, all right, we're going to donate this to victims. Do you know how much money one person could get scammed from? Like, they like one person alone from a scammer in India can lose about $10,000 to $20,000 in one go. All right. So say you raise $7,000 and then Pierogi decides, all right, yeah, I'm going to give this to one person, right? And they give it to them, right? And they don't do it on camera, right? They don't do a big show for you. That is none of your business, all right? It's not like all them donations are going to get spread out to a bunch of different victims and everybody's going to be safe and ready to go. That's not how it's going to work, right? You would need millions and millions of dollars. Like, I don't think that people realize just how today he saved a woman $18,000. See, perfect example, New Moon. Just one victim, $18,000. Now, do you think that Pierogi's very popular? Don't get me wrong, but there's no way he's raising $18,000 in one stream. Okay, that's not how it works. It costs money to run an operation like SP does. Do these people think P could just pocket all this money and not reinvest back into the business? That's true too. Imagine he's got to pay his workers. What's up, Christina T? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, but he's got to pay his workers. He's got to pay a lot more people. Like, there's so much stuff that goes on with how the ins and outs of a business work. And you could see a lot of donations flying up, like donation for a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there. You could see a ton of donations, and that might add up to $5,000-$6,000, right? But again, you just saw right there from New Moon that $18,000 could be scammed from a person like that. You cannot pay that person back everything. So if you give them something of what they lost, that's enough for me. So, but the way it works is you got to do overhead costs first. You got to pay the people who were there to help run the drive, right? That's who gets the money first and then whatever's left over goes to the victims, right? Lady Taz, what's up? Welcome. A lot of new names in here tonight. I'm liking it. So anyway, going back to the Twitter person, one of them was named Alabaster. One of them named, obviously, Worthy Payback is a main person who just is a thorn in the side. They claim they're a journalist, yet they seem to not cover anything other than every move SP makes. But we're somehow supposed to believe they are some kind of journalist, right? I'm like, you are the shittiest journalist on the planet if that's the way you look at it, because you don't cover anybody but him. So you're not a journalist, you're a stalker. It's essentially what it comes down to. You're a stalker. And it progressively got worse, right? So Pierogi went back to doing his streams, trying to get back to living a normal life, put behind him, thank you, Rajira, put back behind him what was going on and try to move forward, right? And not go back to saving people, essentially. And that wasn't good enough for the people who were still had a bone to pick with him. Let me tell you something. They are donated by one thing, and that is vengeance. Vengeance for losing their Discord privileges, ladies and gentlemen. That is what this is all about. I could literally sit here and react to my own video and go over everything that has made these people as angry as they are, right? And that's essentially what it comes down to. They developed these parasocial relationships with Pierogi, felt like he was like a good friend, which we're going to get into in this statement here. I'm going to read it to you guys. And I have a victim who just lost $2 million. Thank you, Chappie. Chappie's very involved in the scam baiting community. He never asks for money. That's true too, Brenda Day. I don't think I've been watching P for a while, and I don't think I've ever seen him once ask for money, right? Gypsy would argue, though, he does some other tactics to try to get money, but I don't see it personally. And again, please do not throw shade at anybody who may be here and involved in this story, okay? We talk, all right, behind the scenes. We're trying to work through shit, okay? So I expect everybody to be nice to everybody else in the chat, even though I know right now tensions are very, very high, considering the statement that was released today. I was hoping those boneheads would have grown up by now. Guess not. Yeah, unfortunately not. It doesn't seem like it. So anyway, not getting attention from P led to them escalating their attacks from, just saying some random rumors that they decided to make about P to just flat out doxing him. If you guys go, I'm blocked right now on X by them. Probably smart on their point, because every time I ever bring them up, it's just they always end up looking worse, right? Sometimes they show up in the chat. I wouldn't be shocked if they show up in the chat tonight, all right? Troop D or whoever the else is in that group there, they might show up and, out there, you don't know what you're talking about, EG. Yeah, I fucking do, okay? I do, all right? I know I look like I'm some guy who just sits here and is covering this from a backwards perspective, but I promise you I have sources everywhere, all right, to give me real information, and it's not like I'm just making this shit up, okay? Everything I know everything about this situation. Now, the one thing I will say is I don't know what evidence the other side has, because they never give it to us. They never share it, right? They claim they have all this evidence, yet seem to never present it to anybody but themselves. So, that's a frustrating aspect to this. And I told him right in the beginning, when I started this investigation into Scammer Payback and all the shit that was going on, I said, let me see what you got. I'll take a look at it, and see if it has any validity. Instead, they decided to threaten to sue me. So that was cool. That was very cool. That shows real good, good faith arguments there. The guy's like, oh, one dude, C. Jones, I think his name was. He's like, oh, I'm trying to get into EG's Discord. He says he wants to go be fair, but then he doesn't ever let me in his Discord. I let him in, serves me a cease and desist. And then I was like, oh, that's why you wanted to get in so bad. You have no interest in actually trying to talk. You were just trying to shut me up. You were trying to shut me up. And it didn't work, because, frankly, my video was nothing but their own words. So if you're going to take me to court and try to sue me for slander when I'm using your own words, good luck with that. That's all I'm going to say. And I won't even get a lawyer. I'll represent myself, so I don't have to pay a goddamn dime to present myself, okay? I'm just putting that out there, too. I'll just show them and be like, listen, this is what I got. You tell me if that's slander. And they're going to be like, nope, it's not. It's very, very hard to win slander cases in the United States of America, all right? Plus, you'd also have to prove that I stopped them from making any money. And secondly, they didn't even use their real names on the cease and desist letter, so, that's not even really a legal notice, It's all bullshit, to be honest. Plus, my cousin's a lawyer, and she looked it over, and she goes, this is bullshit. She's like, there's nothing here. And she went through and looked at all my stuff to see if there's anything in there that could possibly get me hung up, and she was like, nah. She did say that Orange Hoodie Guy needs to get a life, though, so... And I think he has. He has, unless... No, well, I don't know that for sure, because he could be any one of these people. In fact, I do think that he's one of these people. Still going on there, just hiding. Because this guy has threatened to... He said, in one video, he said he wanted to drink from the skull of Pierogi. Now, tell me, C and D letters are BS 99% of the time. Yeah, I think it was a scare tactic to try to shut me up. And, I really didn't... You're not going to scare me, okay? I know I stand in truth. I stand in fairness. I'm not out here making up bullshit. I'm not out here fabricating stuff, okay? I know what I say is true, or else I would not say it. You know what I mean? And I have a strong moral code that makes me do that. And it goes back to my days of being a drug addict, where all I did was lie when I was hooked on drugs. I lied about everything. And I swore to myself I would never, when I got clean, I swore I'd never lie again. So I'm brutally honest sometimes. It drives my fiance nuts. But it is what it is, and I will never say anything that I don't truly stand by. Because why else would I say it? Does Trilogy Media and SP still talk? I haven't seen it lately. I do believe they still do. Chappie, correct me if I'm wrong, but I still believe they are good. You know, when you're big creators like that, though, sometimes it's hard working out schedules to like meet up and do collabs. You'll see a lot of times people talking behind the scenes. So you're obviously not going to see their DMs between creator to creator because that's private DMs. At least they're supposed to be private, unless you're Nicholas Durio. Then you might end up seeing some private DMs from people. But yeah, I'm sure they're fine. Anyway, all right, let me get into this letter. Okay, I think I set the scene enough. But anyway, the last thing that took place that was like a bridge too far was Pierogi went to this as being a Christian. He was at church and they literally like showed in real time where Pierogi was, where the church was. Like first they posted the address of the church, right? And then they showed where he's sitting in the church in real time, because it was live streamed. Now that is doxing a person's location, just because, right? Just because you, like the person who was running the preacher thing said, you know, this is where our thing's going to be, you know, tune in, whatever. That doesn't mean that Pierogi's okay with you doing that, you know, all because he has blue hair. That is what I like about you, EG. You don't make stuff up. I never will, because it just makes, it's, you know, I could have bad takes or bad opinions on things, but I promise you everything I say is always true. All right, I won't be able to sleep at night if I don't do that. Sounds like a threat to the church. The FBI should be notified. I mean, you know, Twitter ain't doing shit about them. I mean, they're clearly doxing and harassing this guy, which is clear violation of Twitter TOS. But Twitter has done nothing. Absolutely done nothing. Which unfortunately has forced what we're about to do now. And that's read Pierogi's statement about this whole entire mess. Okay, it's very. I'm gonna take my time. We'll break down line by line if we have to try to interpret what's going on. Talk about it a little bit if we need to. But this is an intense letter. Okay, this is a man who's reached his breaking point. He doesn't know what else to do. Like there's, you know, for him, you know, this isn't about online clout anymore. This is about family. This is about his safety. This is about the safety of people he cares about. And there's people out there who will look at me and say that I'm covering for him when I'm not. Right? I would take this position even if I had no idea who Pierogi was. All right, I would take, if someone was doing this Savannah, I would still take my position I'm about to take now. If Savannah had to make well, first off, I'd need her to prove it because she tends to embellish things sometimes, okay? I just want to be very clear. I'd have to be like, okay, well, yeah, because Savannah's claiming this is happening to her too, and this is not happening to her. Because I know most of the people who would probably want to stick it to her, and they're not doing it. Anyway, okay, so let's take a look at what Pierogi wrote, and we'll talk about it, break it down, and, you know, see what happens. See if anybody decides they want to show up during the stream and try to counter us with whatever point they want to make. Anyway, so this, again, from Pierogi, Scammer Payback. He's the head, he started the company. He's the founder. Now he runs it with his brother-in-law, Brandon, both of which I've spoken to before. Both good guys. Both very good guys. This is my second public formal request. Wait, this is my second public formal request to disgruntled former SP Discord moderators and other randoms who are still cyberstalking and harassing myself, my team, and my family. I'm only posting so the world can see my public request, as I've tried reaching out directly for them to stop, but they won't. Now, if you don't know what that means, he's already put out a letter before, basically saying there's people out there that are straight up harassing him. I didn't actually cover that one. I don't know why I didn't cover that one, but I think probably because I was in the middle of making a video at the time about it myself, so I didn't have time to like go and look into it. And I wasn't doing live. I don't think I was doing live streams as much then either. So, number one of the ringleaders of this group, unfortunately, I invited to my house years ago with his lover. All right, I don't know who the lover is. I don't know if the guy's married or if it's his mistress or something like that, but he just said his lover. That leaves a lot of questions for me to wonder, you know? Who was his lover? It's not like he didn't say his wife or his something like that, so I don't know. Do with that information what you will. My wife made it known to me here recently that while at our house, he told her that he was going to burn her alive in our trash can. Now, I don't know. I don't know if this person said that in like jest towards Pierogi's wife. And it definitely seems like a pretty psychotic thing to say to somebody. But as far as I know, yeah, I mean, my wife made it known to me here recently that while at our house, he told her that he was going to burn her alive in our trash can. All right, that is... Now listen, if it's the person, like he didn't name anybody, but if it's the person I think it is, then obviously this is this person is the same person who wanted to be in my Discord so badly, just to send me a cease and desist order, a fake one by the way, and that dude's nuts. Okay, that dude's just fucking bonkers, right? And he's a grown ass man. He's a grown ass man. So. J Sauce, we're just reading Pierogi's statement today about all the harassment that's been going on with him. And this is what these people wanted, right? This is what these people wanted. They wanted a reaction from Pierogi. You know, this is what they've been after this whole time. Acknowledge us, Pierogi. Acknowledge that we're here, right? Well, you got what you wanted. And I don't think you're going to like the outcome. Yeah, it's juicy. It's juicy. This person also went through my... I don't even know how to read this properly. This person also went through our drawers, looking through our personal belongings, laid on our bed, went through my wife's purse, and even tried gaining access to my computer while I was showering. Now, I'm assuming Pierogi must have like nanny cams in his house because he has kids. So he's probably been sitting on this for a while. And kind of just kept it to himself to be like, Jesus, we're just never going to let that guy back. But I guess he's pushed to the point now where he knows that these people are doing this shit to him. And he has no choice but to be like, okay, all right, you know, if you guys are forcing my hands, I'm going to tell people what I have on you. But I'm assuming that Pierogi probably has security cams and stuff like that. He could probably also see on his computer where the last time it was tried to be accessed. And if it happened during the shower, you know, it makes sense. But it gets worse. It gets worse, okay? But first off, who goes over to someone's house as a guest, decides to go through their drawers? I guess he might have been trying to smell Mrs. Pierogi's panties or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Miss Pierogi looks like, but I'm sure, you know, judging by Pierogi's looks, she's probably a very attractive lady. So maybe he was just trying to get a sniffy of them panties, you know? I wouldn't put it past him, okay? Because laying on someone's bed is also pretty freaking crazy, if you ask me, okay? I don't know how many kids P has. I just know that he's a father. Anyway, this person, you're looking through our personal belongings. Like, oh, yeah, look at this picture frame. I wonder if this is real silver, you know? Like, it's just like, it's super, super crazy. If somebody... were to, hey Kaylee, good to see you, honey. To burn her alive in a trash can, Jesus, this hoodie, I don't think this is hoodie. He seems like he'd throw a treat like that. Yeah, he probably would. I wouldn't be shocked, but he'd have to be blacked out drunk first. What's up, Maya? She is very attractive. Okay, I believe you, Maya. I know that you're a mod for Pierogi. But yeah, I'd imagine she's probably very attractive. Good Christian woman like that, you know, makes sense to me. I mean, Pierogi's a handsome guy too, you know. I ain't gay, but if I was, you know what I'm saying? But to go through someone's drawers, go through their personal belongings, lay in their bed, and then went through my wife's purse. And even, like, what are you looking for? Either he was a drug addict looking for money, right? Or he has an infatuation with Pierogi's wife. All right. Any answer is creepy as shit. Okay. Any answer you could arrive at is terrifyingly creepy. All right. Then they went to his hotel room. Well, hang on, Jessica Lee. Don't get ahead of ourselves. Don't get ahead of ourselves. All right. We're gonna get there, honey. I promise. All right. We're telling a story here. We're building suspense. We're just pointing out just how crazy this stuff really is. By going line by line and just kind of reflecting on the crazy shit. And this was when these people liked him. This is when they were considered trustworthy people, okay? I just want to point that out. This was what they were doing to this man when they were considered like people that he wanted to be around. Okay? That's the kind of shit they were doing. Tried to access his computer while showering. God knows what he would have found if he got into that computer, okay? They belong in jail. I mean, this seems pretty illegal, but if he invited them in, I guess what they do inside is... It's almost like this guy likes to live right up to the edge of the law. And then, I don't think this is Charlie, because he said he, right? I think he referred to him. Yeah, he tells me that this is probably someone different. And I don't know. I mean, I already said who it was earlier in the stream, okay? Who I think it is. I think it's the C. Jones fellow, which isn't his real name, by the way. So it's not like I'm doxing the guy or whatever. But all these people have these online personas, just like I do. But this person, and he even tried gaining access to my computer while I was showering. His lover asked if they could come back to our home. I'm hanging up on this word lover, okay? I'm hung up on this word. It's almost like it's not this guy's like significant other, but it's because he's not referring to it as his girlfriend, right? He's not referring to it as his girlfriend or anything. It's like referring to it as like his like, you know, side thing, you know what I'm saying? Like his side thingy thing. And I think the fact that he's not including who the lover was is nice of him, because he probably could have. Asked if they could come back to our home, but I told them they would never be allowed back to my house. I wonder why. Going up there and trying to sniff my wife's panties, you sick bastard. She's a good Christian woman, all right? You ain't gonna find a skid mark in that anything you find. Side chick. Whole front chick. But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty absolutely insane. Back to our... Can we come back? Fuck no! Get out of here! I don't even want you here now! Why? So you guys can finish looking through my shit? Can we come back, please, sir? I only got to really search half your house. I'd really like to look through more. I'm sure I could find something better if you just give me a little more time. You know? I believe he was, Carla, at one point. I believe he was at the first... Well, he was at one of them. I don't think he was invited back, though, for the second. So that's why I'm leaning towards this being him. Now, the only reason I know about these people is because I've done all this research on them, okay? Now, again, Pierogi has not named any names. This is only speculation that I can put out there that, you know, this could be him. This could be someone completely different, all right? So I cannot say for certain that it's C. Jones, but, you know, there's two people leading this armada against him. And one of them is Charlie Echo Alpha, and the other one's C. Jones. So it's like a flip of the coin, right? And then he says he, so it's like process of elimination. Who's it gonna be? All right, you know. His lover asked if we could come back to her home, but I told them they were never allowed back to my house. They begged for him to come to the People's Call Center in Tampa, but he was not allowed. He also snuck into my hotel room one night in California while I was at the Trilogy offices and went through my hotel room and belongings. This is some psychotic shit. This is psychotic. First off, goes through the guy's house. I can't confirm whether or not he told his wife he was going to stick her in a trash can, but I don't know why Pierogi would add that in. Listen, I believe Pierogi because right now with the amount of people trying to screw him over, the last thing he wants to do is get caught in a lie. So that's why I'm choosing to believe him, okay? The last thing he wants is to be caught in a lie right now. That's it. So I don't think he's lying about any of this shit. So they begged for him to come to the People's Call Center in Tampa. If you're not aware of what that is, it's a once-a-year event. I don't know if he still holds it. Maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if he still holds it or not, but he brings in a lot of scam baiting and influencers from outside the community in to help scam bait with at AnyDesk. I know one year was at AnyDesk, and they try to help AnyDesk figure out a way to help stop scams so that less people are scammed and things like that. So it's a good noble cause. I know some of you guys in the chat have been to this, so you guys know what it's like. He did it for 2024. Yeah, probably because of all the... By the way, if you guys didn't know, Pierogi had a battle with substance abuse, and he's doing better now, right? So props to him for overcoming that. As someone who's overcome it myself, I understand how intense this can be, right? This can be incredibly crazy. If the hotel gave this guy a key, he should sue the hotel. Anyone that says they are staying in a room is supposed to show ID and a room holder called before the key was given. No, People's Call Center this year, and I was in Tampa, Florida. Yeah, I've seen you in the Pierogi chats before, Maya. I think you actually made it into one of my videos before, believe it or not. And you actually confirmed that you convinced Collins to get rid of his plane ticket to go meet that freshly 18 girl. So good for you, Maya. Anyway, yeah. So much dude. There's so much backstory to this, guys. So if you guys haven't seen those videos, you'll get all caught up. Like if you go check in with them. So just put it out there, okay? By the way, Pierogi, I'm just saying, would have been a perfect opportunity to leave one of my links at the bottom of this video. I'm just saying, okay? You know, I'm not looking for a handout, but that, you know, throw a brother a bone, okay? E.g., the one in Tampa is where he invited his subs. The People's Call Center is where he has scam baiters to join him. Okay. So the one in Tampa is where he invited his subscribers. The People's Call Center is where he has scam baiters join him. Okay. I wasn't sure I didn't realize there was two different ones. There was two different ones, but yeah, but Pierogi, if you ever have to spurg out on X again, just leave one of my links at the bottom, just so people can, you know, go see that you're not full of shit, okay? Not that I'm saying they would, but I'm just saying, you know, I think it would be a good idea personally. I'd like to hear C. Jones's side. Well, I've given him a million opportunities to come on and talk Linux, Linus, but yeah, I'm sure he would probably just deny all this if I had to guess what he was doing. I only looked at one pair of underwear. I pulled out one thong, and the next thing you know, I'm getting called a guy going through people's shit. Now, what about the hotel though, Mr. Jones? I was going through the boxers. I wanted to smell the boxers, unless Pierogi's wife was there, and then he was trying to get a little sniffy poo again. All right, I'm just saying. All right, I cannot confirm that happened. But I'm just assuming when people go through drawers, there's usually a reason for that, okay? There's a reason for that. A good Christian woman, she'll need to be having her panties snipped, okay? SpongeBob inspired him to do a panty raid. Yeah, panty raid, Revenge of the Nerds. Oh, that was a good movie. Again, I just want to be very clear, okay? I'm not making allegations. I'm just guessing what I think who this person could be. It could be someone completely different, but I know the players involved in this situation, and I'm guessing that this could be it. Again, I have to be very transparent. Pierogi could have completely made all this up. Okay, that's a possibility. I'm probably gonna say he didn't, but I have to be fair and just be like, okay, it is a possibility that this could have all been fabricated, but I don't think it would be. All right, these are pretty detailed stories to be sharing. You know. You better be right back, Blue Jay. Did you know the Panty Raid episode was canceled last year? Really? There was a Panty Raid episode? The Mama Bear loved from Kick. Thank you, Mama Bear. Appreciate it. Much love to you. Now, if this was all Collins, I'd believe it 100%, right? Okay, either way, you have to assume as someone in the commentary space that there are some lies and some exaggerations and some truths. Hearing both sides is essential. Yeah, Linux, I keep saying Linus because your last, it's the same name, but it only changes by one letter. So technically it could be Linus, you know, but it's Linux because I think that's how they spell that program, correct? But yes, Linux, I'm not sure if you've never watched me before, but I've been covering this story for probably a few months now, and from the very beginning, I gave them an opportunity at any time to come on and tell their side of the story. On you know, and I said, I don't know if you were here in the stream before earlier when I said I actually let C. Jones into my Discord to hear him out, and he ended up serving me a cease and desist letter instead. So, you know, that's not exactly a guy who wants to talk. You know what I'm saying? But I did give him the opportunity. I gave him all the opportunity. They know they have a 24/7 access to coming on and giving their side of the story. I know. So you can understand why I haven't had this guy on. And now he's banned from my Discord for doing that. So, I mean, if he wants to tell a story, he's going to have to tell it to someone else. So I'm not interested. The minute you try to threaten me with legal action, you know, I'm not messing around with you. You're done. You know? Plus, it's not like he's an online influencer, so I don't know how I'm hurting his reputation or slandering his name. Nobody even knows who he is in real life. His name's not even C. Jones in real life. And if it is, that's the weirdest fucking name I've ever heard. So, well, here we go. And by the way, there's a lot of other people who have come forward to say the kind of stuff that he's done, too. I can't tell you who those guys are, but apparently it's been pretty rough stuff. If you guys watch my video, though, a young lady sent me an email saying that C. Jones was the one providing Colin's information to harass her and kept trying to show up at her house. Kept asking, can I show up at your house? And she's like, no. So, you know, these are all just things that you have to be, you know. See, I met C. Jones in Tampa, and I'm guessing that's where he must have gone into Pierogi's room, if I had to guess. But he was not allowed. He snuck into my hotel room in the California when I was at the Trilogy offices and hotel room and belongings. Why would he just keep a key to my room? I don't know where he got the key. He could have gone down and got it from the front desk. I don't know how he ended up with a key, but I guess he kept the key to Pierogi's room. Not sure what he's hoping to find in there. You know, it's not, I guess maybe he thought Pierogi had money. It sounds like C. Jones might have like a addiction or something. And by the way, guys, I know they're watching too. So, hi guys, nice to see you. They're probably having a whole big watch party in their Discord right now, being like, "Can you believe he said that? This guy's so clueless. He doesn't know anything. I was sniffing his panties. I didn't want nothing to do with Mrs. Pierogi's panty. I was smelling his." Oh my god. E.g., yeah, I have Linux. I've literally begged them to come on, and they won't do it because they say I don't have enough clout for them to expose their story or whatever. So they keep saying we're waiting for witnesses to come forward. Well, that means you probably don't have witnesses, then, you know. He unfortunately knows my personal information, and he has shown other people how to find my business and other information about me, claiming that I'm just a public figure and this is just public information. That's not how, well, it wasn't a real C&D. He was just trying to scare me. He didn't even put his real name on it, so it's not actually legal tender, you know? I mean, if he's going to sue me, he's going to sue me whether or not. I'm sure he's not liking me talking about this, but you know what? Like I said, I've never done anything wrong. I've never falsified a single thing. So if you want us to dig into your past, right, and see some of the things you've done or see some of the threats you've sent other people, we can go to court. I have all those. You know? And I have a lot more, too. I mean, if you're going to threaten people, right, and if you're going to threaten people with legal action, you should probably have a clean record. I have a clean record. Go dig anything up you want. Go interview all the millions of people. I'm sure there's a couple people who don't like me. That's fine. But you're not going to find a single skeleton in my closet. I was a drug addict. I managed to be a drug addict for 15 years and only get arrested one time. And that was because, you know, I was high in my car. So, and I got let off, and it was dropped. It was dropped. So there you go. Everything you could possibly learn about me is out there on the internet now. So not a single thing you can find. I am transparent as I can be. So they sent you a fake C&D to intimidate you. I mean, it seems like it's a fake C&D, but I can't really prove that. Like the law offices they claim are representing are real. I don't want to get into the C&D, okay? I'm not really even supposed to be talking about it, but I'm just trying to explain to you why why we never ended up having, like, I have given them their opportunity to speak, Linus. That's all I'm trying to drive home to you, okay? So I'm just saying right now, I'm not going to talk about the C&D anymore, okay? I've told you guys what I had to tell you about it. This led to all of my information being given out, asking, okay, hang on. I just want to read that line again because I did want to comment on it, but I got sidetracked by the chat. He unfortunately knows my personal information, and he has shown other people how to find my business and other information about me, claiming that I'm just a public figure and this is public information. Listen, y'all can find out whatever you want on the internet. You can find out a ton of things about people on the internet, okay? Now, here's the thing. That doesn't mean you can share it with the rest of the internet, okay? If it's a personal residence of somebody and you start sending that shit all over the internet, that is still doxing, okay? That is doxing. Just because I can look up an address on Google doesn't mean that I can share it. Like, if I could probably go online right now and find out where Moist Critical lives. But if I post where he lives, I just dox the guy. It doesn't matter if you can find it, okay? This is public information, and an expectation of privacy are not the same thing, okay? And it's a shitty thing to do. You can pay an online lawyer $100 to send a C&D for you, pretty much anything. I mean, that seems like what it was, you know? I think what happened was they weren't sure what information. They knew a video was coming out, and they knew they were in the video, and I don't think they knew what information was. Listen, guys, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not trying to ruin your lives, okay? There was information I could have put in there that would have made both your lives a lot more difficult, but that is not what I'm after here, okay? I'm not here to stick it to you guys. I'm not here to fuck up your lives. I'm just here for you to stop trying to fuck up his. That's it. Simply what it comes down to. If you guys stop posting about him, this would be over, you know? But there's secrets you guys have, right? You know you do, okay? And I talk about drama, you know? But I also have a conscience. I have a moral conscience, and I don't want to put that shit out there, you know? I don't want to be the guy that's out there breaking up households, you know? That's not me. I don't want to do that to people. So that's why I haven't, okay? So, you know, I just want to be very clear that, you know, I could have been way worse. I wasn't. And in fact, up until now, I think that I've probably talked about other people involved in this situation way more than I've ever talked about the two leaders of it, you know? And that's by design, because I'm hoping that they'll realize that, you know, you don't want us to get to you. That's basically what it comes to. Because there's a lot of shit you guys have done that is very, very bad. Very, very bad. Sometimes borderline illegal. In fact, sometimes they're flat out illegal. But we have it all, you know, we have it all. And I just don't think that it's right that you guys will not drop this. If you guys are in charge of calling off the troops. The only reason this came out today is because you guys can't stop. You can't help yourself. You have to keep going, right? I think you guys called it a crusade or something like that, right? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And everybody needs to just fucking drop it. Okay, we're all adults. All right, you think I want to do this again? I don't want to cover this anymore. I don't want to cover this. I want to go talk and make fun of Surprise Witness on Mr. Beast. That's what I was planning on doing tonight. I was planning on coming on here and making fun of Jake Weddle some more, or, you know. But now I have to talk about Scammer Payback again. It's like always comes full circle. But I will, you know. There's some people, and it's weird now because there's actually some people who are involved in the situation who I don't have bad things to say about for the most part, because they've always been nice to me. So, like, it's weird. But again, my overall moral principle is that I'm going to point out shit that I don't like. No more Jake Weddle. You guys can't take it. My chat can't take much more Jake Weddle. But anyway, okay, let's keep going. But yeah, the public, just because you can look it up doesn't mean it's not doxing, okay? It's still doxing. Still doxing. He's boring. Except when he cries. It's fun when he cries. This led to all my information being given out. That was proven in my video that I put, right? They showed how to look up his business, where to find where the business is located, all that shit. Again, risking the safety of my children and wife, okay? You got to remember, this guy probably has costed I was going to say terrorists. Could be some terrorists. But have costed scammers hundreds, if not, I don't know, maybe possibly $1 billion. But I'm going to say hundreds of millions of dollars, just be on the safe side. This guy has costed these scammers hundreds of millions of dollars. All right. You don't think that there might be somebody who's coming over through this whole mass immigration thing and was like, you know what? I remember Pierogi. That mother costed me a $20,000 scam that could have screwed my life up. And now I'm going to go find him because this idiot posted his location and let him know how I really feel about him. I don't understand why someone should do it to him. He is clearly a good person. That's the damn thing I've been saying, Engine. Look, even if Pierogi, all right, let's say, for instance, Pierogi was like a horrible fucking guy, and he was still doing this, I would still say, leave him alone and let the man do his work, because at the end of the day, he's helping people, you know? I don't care if he curses off his whole entire all of his employees. I don't think he does that, because I'm pretty sure those employees probably would have came forward by now, like what's happening with Mr. Beast, but they hasn't, has it? Instead, you know, anybody who's ever worked for him has come forward to vouch for him and be like, yo, he's a good dude. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And it's been tons of people come forward to me when I was going over a lot of that, like, yo, I don't know what they're talking about. They're fucking crazy. They have no idea what they're talking about, you know. All right, this led to all my information being given out, risking the safety of my wife and children, which it is. It's exactly what it is. It's you're endangering the life and his wife and kids. All right. Now, someone who is in my Discord, who was on the other side, claims that they were doxxed. Now that they claim the information was fake, so I don't know how they would be doxxed, but they were very, very upset about it. And I said to her, well, you see how upset you are about it. Now imagine that happens to you every day. All right, and I wouldn't even consider that a real dox, because it was just like the socials. All right, it wasn't personal information. It was like online emails and stuff. But she was very upset about it because, you know, it's her personal information, and she feels like her kids are getting put at risk. So I want you to remember that when, you know, the people that you associate with, if you still associate with them, I'm just saying, I want to be very clear about that. She claims that she's not with them, so I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. But if you are, like, you should tell them to fucking stop, because it's getting out of control now. It's getting out of control. I'm sure, you know, you're not really losing much from friends like that. They're just going to end up constantly getting you in fucking trouble, to be honest with you. They're just going to constantly keep getting you in trouble. What does this all prove? Nothing, except they act like children. This is no different than the idiots against Mr. Beast. Yeah, except instead of these guys being former employees, these guys are all former moderators, which makes it even sadder, to be honest with you. I liked being a mod in your Discord. How dare you take away my right to boss around the other people in the Discord? That's fucked up. Which they did, by the way. They did. They bossed around people in the Discord. They abused their power. That's Colin's words, not mine. Everybody abused their power in there. That's what he said. So it is what it is. Let me just make sure. Okay, I want to. Now, at this point, he could put his hands up and say he didn't do anything because he has riled up so many other people, and they can go make accounts doxing my name and info. They can go post about me, all sorts of things. And he claimed it wasn't him. Oh, and he can claim it wasn't him. I have also seen this person pull out his gun on video chat. And he has also sent out a photo of my business office through Discord with the group of stalkers with a target on one of my windows. Now, that is illegal. That is a terroristic threat. And I'm sure that Homeland Security would probably agree, okay? And I'm assuming him saying, I think the difference for Hi Martin over on X, I think it doesn't make a difference if it's legal or not. Just be a good man. Why would you destroy someone's family? Thank you, Martin. And sometimes it's that easy, too. Sometimes it's literally that easy. Just do something. Do what a decent human being would do. Except some people get so consumed, Martin, by being bested by someone or feeling like they were belittled by someone that it just eats away and it festers inside them and it turns them into an absolute fucking sociopath. And I think that's what happened here. I think that whoever this person was just cannot get past the idea that they've been they were rejected by Scammer Payback, and now they will not stop until they're either A, arrested, or B, take down Scammer Payback. And I think that's what it's come down to, unfortunately. But I've seen this person pull out a gun on his video chat. I think that's him saying, I can show you who you are, and, you know, back it up with proof. And the scary thing is this guy has a gun, too. That is terrifying. As somebody who supports the Second Amendment, even though I'm not even allowed to own a gun myself because I've been checked into many, I've been checked into the mental hospital, too, in my day. Like I said, I'm a bit crazy. I'm a bit on the crazy side, guys. And he also sent out a photo of my business and office through Discord with a group of stalkers with the target on one of my windows. One, doxing his... Get that photo as proof. I don't... Linux, I think you overestimate my power here, man. I think you overestimate my power. Okay, good to see you. Okay, you're talking to Mama. But marking a target on a window of an office is like, these are the types of things that happen before a tragedy takes place, right? Somebody comes out, takes, goes to a school a couple days before they're gonna come back and shoot up the damn place. It's fucking terrible, absolutely terrible. These are all threats that I'm not comfortable with anymore, and I must speak up about it. Would you guys be comfortable with that? Like, could you guys be comfortable with that if someone was doing this to you guys? They wouldn't like it if it was done to them. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I don't have a direct line to Pierogi, but I think if he wanted that picture out there, Linux, he would put it out there. That's not for me to put out. That's up to him to do. All right. I can only react to what he's giving me. It's not my information to put out. But I'm sure he wouldn't say he has video of it if he didn't. But he did say, I've seen this person pull out his gun on video. So he might not even have it. He might just be saying, I saw this guy do this, It's not staff when you are a mod. A staff is a paid, and if that is the case, I'm owed a lot of money since I've been a mod for at least 25 people. Anyone can make a server and can go hang out. I don't get it. Yeah, these people were not employees. These were mods in a Discord. They were volunteers, okay? I love my mods in my Discord. Don't you guys ever think about doing this shit. I know you guys won't, but, just, no mutinies, please. I keep losing where I'm at. Alright. These are all threats that I'm not comfortable with anymore, and I must speak up about it. This person is not... I'm also getting over a cold, guys. Sorry, I have to keep clearing my throat. This person is not one of my friends. He is not close to me. He is not a confidant of mine. He is not an insider of mine. I literally never talked to the guy. He was a Discord mod, and I was very stupid for even letting him at my house or around my family. Yes, I agree with you, Pierogi. You were very stupid for letting that man come in. It would be up for P to keep the photo and to give it to his lawyer. It's not for the public yet. Yeah, if there's any kind of lawsuits coming, we can't be putting this information out, because then all of a sudden it's not admissible in court. You gotta... plus, you also gotta not let the other side know what you have until it's time to actually go to court, when you have to see it last second. Or else people will get months to be able to build their defenses around it and shit. Actually, I don't know if that's true or not. I just know that lawyers tend to not want this shit getting out beforehand. It comes to my attention that this stalker group showed a live stream of my place of worship where my entire family goes, which has put them in harm's way. You have already doxed my business, my family's name, our location, and now a place where I worship Jesus. Where does it end? I mean, if you can't be safe at church, and they're literally playing... Now, granted, I know it's a church that live streams their sermons and stuff like that, and I guess there is a bit of a blurred line, but my main issue is that they posted when it was, where it was, and then showed where he was sitting in it. So it was almost like a coordinated attack to show exactly where he was. That is what makes it fucked up. If you were like, oh, look, I think I see Pierogi in this photo... Later on, after the sermon was over, that'd be one thing. But they were watching specifically just to find out where he was. On top of telling anybody who may be interested where he was gonna be, and now they know exactly what seat he's in there. That it's almost like they're hoping someone shows up there to give this guy a hard time. The hate, the absolute hate these people have for this man is pathetic, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Like, grow the fuck up. But if he doesn't have proof, he's asking for a lawsuit. I would think he's not dumb enough to put out lies. Now, he's probably just hinting to the person what he has. So to stop, You know, kind of being like, I can make your life a living fucking hell, so you better stop. What's up, Lexi? This is, if not for anything else, you're right, Kevin. This is stalking 101. 100% stalking. Like, at the very least, it's harassment. And all that goes against XTOS, you know? I do have ads on. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, EG, but it's good for people who can't get to church if they are physically unable. You're right, New Moon. That's well said. I didn't even think of that, right? People still want to get their Jesus on, even if they're having a hard time moving, you know? People get arrested for this stuff. There will also be riots. The riots should show you that. Oh, yeah. I said there would be riots. We're going to riot for Pierogi. I just read the next word too fast. But what you really said was people do get arrested for this stuff. There also will be. The riots should show you that. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%, sweet. I agree with you 100%. Never forget, this is all because they had their favorite Discord channel deleted. Yes, Lexi. That is the saddest part about this whole thing, right? Is that the main reason these people are so upset is because Dad Chat got deleted and the Scam Bait channel got deleted. How am I ever going to be a scam baiter? Nobody watches me on YouTube. I need to use your audience to get myself seen. It's essentially what it comes down to, dude. So this number 3, this group obviously does not care one bit about the safety of any of my employees or family members. They have stalked and reached out to former employees, which is very creepy, by the way, utilizing, yeah, Dog Pack. Take a note, man. Take a note, Dog Pack. They have stalked and reached out to former employees, which is very creepy, by the way, utilizing people's locale to our office, and I've seen threats that other family members will be targeted by this exact group of people. Hi, my name's EG. I was a recent receiver on the receiving end of one of these X comments where they completely made up the fact that I doxed people on someone else's stream, when in reality it wasn't even my stream. It was someone else's stream, but yet my mod somehow doxed them. That's the thing now. It's hard for me to believe anything these people say when I see them lying about me, right? You guys want me to believe you, yet I can clearly see you guys lying about me. You know, how am I supposed to fucking believe anything you say when you're lying about me, literally lying about me? I think I know, it's me. I was there. My first request, and by the way, if anybody wants to go see if there was any doxing that took place, go ask Kristen Ark which video it is. Kristen Ark was there. It was his stream. All right, not a single thing got let go. The only reason they called it dox is because the paper that the person put together to organize it did have their real names on it, but it was never shown online. Okay, the information part, Chris made sure, was never going to be seen online. That was just for references purposes and for creators that were passing it around with each other. That's all. Okay, that's not doxing. Doxing is when you go and tell the whole internet where to find something, you know? That's basically what it comes down to, you know? But it's so crazy that there's people out there that want to cause trouble for him. It makes zero sense. I know, I've been trying to... Yeah, by the way, Ruggiero just posted the Discord link there if anybody's interested. Joining our Discord, we have a pretty cool community. If anybody acts like a dick, we kick them. That's basically what it comes down to. If you're not nice, you're out of there. Except for Mr. Hoot. He's the only person allowed to be a bit of a dick. Because just he came to us like that. We can't really change him at this point. My first request to stop was months ago, but the same group of people are continuing to recruit. And I know this is true because they tried doing it in my Discord. I've had to kick people. They've come in my Discord and they said, can you... They went to someone and asked them to link a group of people that were in... the SP server that were in my server to them so that they could try to, I guess, try to see if they could get information, you know? And so that got kicked. That person got kicked. That was pretty fucking crazy. You can't talk logic into psychopathic personalities with their tunnel vision. You're right. You're right, sweet. It seems like they are so stuck, right? I've tried my best to explain why what they're doing is wrong, and they're just not receptive to it at all. Yeah, Trupty, you too. Miss. You're just as guilty. I don't know why you like present yourself like you're some kind of superior person. And I know it's gonna upset Mr. Who because he loves you, but like you're just as guilty as all these people. You know. Until you guys come forward with anything that I can say, you know what? Yeah, he does deserve to be scrutinized for that. I'm gonna take this side every time. You guys haven't presented one single thing that would suggest to me that Pierogi is deserving of any of this scrutiny that you're giving him. Immaturity personified. Well said. My first request to stop was months ago, but the same group of people are continuing to recruit people to badmouth me, my family, and my team. They have stated they won't stop because this has become a crusade for them. And it is. These people are driven by one thing and one thing only. Revenge on Pierogi for deleting their Discord channel. 61 actually. 61 people watching. And I'm sure half of them are... well, we know who they are. We know who they are. All right. By the way, I stream. If you're not familiar, I stream every night. I usually talk about drama. We go over interesting stories and stuff. So if you guys ever want to, it's a really fun community. We have a good time here. Obviously, I'm not gonna pander to you, but if you guys are interested in hanging out and getting to know some of the amazing people here, you guys are more than welcome. The only thing we ask is just don't be a dick. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Don't be a dick. Modder Paul Scambates was doxxed 7 times and he had to move. Yeah, see. And that's the thing, Maya. Like, how...
So would you look at that? Someone's guilty of being total badass. Chick Dugs approves this message.
Rose S subscribed to EG lately.
Thank you. Thank you for the subscription. Hey, Angry Boomer. I haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, this is nuts. I mean, it sucks that he's finally had to come forward, but it's also sad that he even had to put himself in this position. You'll never change my mind about Pierogi. I think his hair is too cool for me to turn on him. Yeah, you know, sometimes it's just that simple, Lexi, right? It's just that simple. Just be like, you know what? The blue hair is working for me. All of this because of Discord? What a bunch. Yeah, Lydia, it's literally because of Discord. That's all this is. I didn't get my one-on-one with Pierogi. He's a scammer. You support the channel because you like the channel. You don't support the channel because you're expecting to get something out of it. Like, that's ridiculous, to be honest with you. My first request was to stop. Okay, I think I just read this. And then he leaves a Bible quote here. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but the power and love and sound mind. We are going to move on and move forward. There's a lot more that could be said, but I'm holding my peace. Remember that I'm not a victim. My wife and kids are victims, and this. Now please stop, Pierogi. Now, I wish that you can go down and see some of the comments, but you can't. I legit had a crush on him and his blue hair. LMFAO, ain't gonna lie, he's not bad looking. Watch it, Kaylee. He's married. He's a married man, okay? Plus, you're my fan. What the fuck? You don't say that shit about me? What's up with that? W's, baby, yeah. W's, man. So since we can't actually look at the comments, he's got 300 hearts, though. This was only posted... When was this posted? I can't see when it was posted, but... It was probably posted about an hour or two ago. I wouldn't be shocked if this... But it's got 12.1k views, so a lot of people have seen this. I would EG, but I love Cat too. Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. I just get jealous, man. That's all. I just get jealous. But since we can't actually look at the comments, what we're going to do is we're just going to go and see some of the quote treat... Oh, I can't. Can you look at the quote treats? Is there a way to look at those? E.g. love a guy with long hair and a guitar. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that's right. Glaze me up. I need it. I know he's married. I'd never do anything. I know. I'm just busting your balls, Kaylee. Just saying he's not bad looking. Only have to simp. Yeah, you're only allowed to simp for me. That's just a rule of thumb here. All right, around this place, you know. If you want to go simp for the other creators on their streams, go for it. But here... You know, you're only allowed to simp for me. It's just kind of the way I prefer it. But yeah, so that's essentially what's been going on with that. Pretty crazy, pretty crazy. I'd show you the other people, but they have me blocked on everything. So, you know, I don't know how I'd even bring that up. And I don't have another Twitter account, believe it or not. I don't have like a second X account. But I did get into them, and they kind of took. Hey, there's Devil's Advocate. But yeah, I mean, I guess I could show you what I had to say about this. This was my comment here. Damn, this dude really went through this stuff while he was trying to stop scammers. What a piece of shit. If Pierogi wasn't a victim before, he certainly is now. What a bunch of psychos. And I agree. I think if he wasn't a victim before, he is now. This is your first mistake. Always have an alt as a content creator. Yes, I need to do that, Lexi. Somebody want to make me an alt account? That's right, Kaylee. Thank you. You're learning. You're picking up on it. Obviously, I'm kidding. You can make all the throwaway comments you want. I'm not worried about it. Oh, look, there's my stream from last night. All right, so without unless anybody can send me, I don't know if the other people have replied to this yet, but if you guys find it and you want to send me it in the Discord, by all means, you guys can do that. But yeah, that's essentially, what I got for that. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, these people have been harassing him forever. I mean, this has been months. P disabled the comments on his account. Yeah, because I guess he didn't want them spamming. They've been spamming anybody who retweets this. They've been finding their account, and they've been, oh, you know what? I wonder if I could look at it that way. Let me try and see if I can do it that way real quick before I give up on looking at what people had to say. Because I'm pretty sure if I type in scammer payback here, there might be some people who have things to say about it. You can view quotes. Just click the repost button and click show quotes. Let me try that. Real quick. So click repost. What do we see? Wait, you can view quotes. Just click on the repost button and then click show quotes. Yeah, I don't see a repost. Oh, click on the repost button. I just reposted my own post though. I just reposted my own post. Oh, go into the post? Yeah, I'm not an expert on this. All right, so what? I'm in the post, now what? View post engagements. No, report post, view hidden. What am I missing here? Yeah, someone drive X for me, please. I need someone to just run this shit and do what I need them to do. This is embarrassing. I don't even know how to... What is this, a pooter? How do I use this pooter? Someone show me how to use the pooter here. I don't know how to use this dang thing. I got the old camera up and shit. Look, I hit the thing. Click on the 59. Oh, okay, so I wasn't hitting the... Okay, okay, here we go. I got it. Because I thought that I was I thought I was hitting the actual repost button. I didn't know you could hit the number. All right, so our first person. Oh look, it's all the usual suspects. Expert. That's me over here. Advocatus, you have to do something about your name. This is so confusing. Why does your name look like this? It's like so hard to read. You're gonna hurt my eyeballs. What'd you do that for? So she said, because some people are familiar with this Reddit, the r/YouTube Reddit is actually backing those people. Just ask EG lately. Thank you for reminding me, Devil's Advocate, because I forgot to tell you guys. You know where this all started was on r/YouTube Drama, because they will let these people post whatever the fuck they want. But the minute I do, I get banned. And I was posting truth, and they were posting speculations and just wild accusations. Oh my God, I worked with this lady years ago, and she said the same damn thing. Pooter. Yeah. Where's the goddamn pooter? Need to do the pooter thing. It's unhinged how unhinged this small group of disgruntled Discord dwellers is. You're right. It's crazy. It honestly is crazy. Hey, I know this girl. She's in the chat. Hang on, I gotta do this with a Scottish accent, don't I? It's really disgusting. Leave him and his family alone, you weirdos. I'm William Wallace. Freedom! Right? It's me! Did I do the Scottish accent okay? I kind of feel like I always end up doing British instead. I always do British. I know her too, Amy Nicola. She's British too, so I got to do it with a British accent now, right? Do you do autographs? I do. I don't know what you would possibly want from an autograph from me, though. It's probably worthless. Oh, you're talking to Sweet. Sorry. Yeah, Sweet. Can you send me an autograph? Can you autograph your retweet and then send it to me? And I'll auction it off. She's British, so I have to say something British here. Props to her for having the Israeli flag, too. That'll catch her a lot of heat. My heart absolutely breaks for you, Pierogi. What this group is doing goes well past dangerous. It's psychotic. I'm sorry this is happening to you, but please, stay strong and stay safe. And remember, the SP community is right here, fighting alongside you and defending you. Well, I guess that's a little Australian, isn't it? It's a little more Australian than English. Mate, there is no thing as British accent. You mean English? Yes, I really did get that nitpicky. All right, you know what? You're. I'm gonna put you on timeout, Lexi. That was a wild accusation. Okay, there is a English. Okay, it's an English accent. I'm sorry. Well, now there's a British one because whatever I just did was not English. That was some weird in between thing. I think I started off doing Australia, and then in the middle went to a different one, and then finished doing Australian. I think my meme should be that autograph thing, though. Yeah, it should be like the Orange Hoodie group, the cult. That's what I should have opened up the song with. I should have opened up the stream with the Orange Hoodie guy. I'll close the stream with the Orange Hoodie guy song. It was EG-ish. Hey, Queen of Karma. I know her, too. She was in the stream last night. I'm so sorry this is still happening. And that's pretty much all you need to really say is, I'm so sorry this is still happening. It's ridiculous. I mean, what more do you need? Yep. The Queen of Commas. Some of you guys might see yourself in here, so. Y'all are so creative. Yep. Yes, they are. Sending you and your family a lot of strength during a difficult time. That's right. And sometimes you need to, because you never know. You just never know what someone's going to be capable of. You know, like you could act like you're just sticking this to Pierogi. But like I said yesterday, if someone actually does something and acts on this and attacks him or his family, you are liable for that. Or even if they just show up and stalk them, you are liable for that. I don't know any idiot. Okay, there's probably a couple idiots on the internet because there's a ton of them on this fucking platform. I've seen them firsthand in my comment sections on my videos. But I can't imagine anybody seeing what you guys post every day and thinking, that's based. It's not. There's nothing based about it. I don't care where you come from, what you do, who you know, all right? And Hina's got her writing all over this, okay? I just learned an interesting tidbit today, too, but I can't share it with you guys. I'm saving that for a future video. But let's just say Hina's still in the picture and still doing her fuckery, if you will. Inspirations. Hello, Discord, Team SP. Why on earth do you keep on stalking Pierogi and put his child, wife, family, and insane danger? I don't know why I made her British. I don't even know if she's British. Since months. Cybercriminals, Discord, stalking, harassment are all crimes, and online talk truth, give reason ASAP. Reddit got some serious what? Eventually, serious reports on the issue. Eventually, you'll hear soon from Johnny Depp and our Fed friends. Johnny is the most prominent flagship on Discord and promotes you pro bono. Oh wait, okay, this seems like a scam. This seems like a scam right here. Don't fall for this one, guys. All right? If she's telling you Johnny Depp's coming to talk to you, I don't know if that's true. Den Blank IRL, aka in real life. The inmates, they will be sharing a jail cell aren't going to be too friendly to someone that terrified a child over an online forum. I feel like I'm having a stroke right now. Let's see how tough they get. then. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. To me, the Aussie that says your country sounds like Australia. I know she was still around. Her exit note made me so pissed off, blaming her, offing herself on SP, then never logged back on. I knew she was still around. She works for Savannah now. How about that for some tea? Well, we knew this after I did my video, but she works directly with Savannah now. So, as always, guy, when we bring up Heener, we have to talk about rest in peace, Pink Buddy, right? Rest in peace, Pink Buddy. Moment of silence for Pink Buddy. And we're back. All right. Pink Buddy only gets that short amount of time. It gets awkward if it goes longer than 2 seconds. But she worked that thing so hard she broke it, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't know what guy would trust. If she's breaking rubber shit, you know, I don't know where you think your stuff's safe at in there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, she said that she claims that Pierogi's got 8 inches. Do with that information what you will, but the man must be hung like a beast. You need a pink buddy emoji. I think I'll probably get flagged on YouTube if I have a pink dildo floating around on the screen, Lexi. Yeah. Maybe we can make a cartoon character Pink Buddy. I think that probably would be more doable. But anyway, all right, let's go back to some of the retweets here. Dan Blank IRL, if you have never watched Scammer Payback, surgically dissemble a scammer live, you're missing a treat. Pierogi is a good guy with a good heart, and what is happening to him sucks. So if you're willing to repost this letter, it would help him a lot. Well said, Dan. Well said, brother. Well said. And there's me, of course. There is me. 6 hours ago, this was posted. All right. 6 hours ago. Okay, ugh. Ew, we didn't need to know that. Kaylee, sometimes I like to just dabble my foot across the line a little bit just to see if I have to, you know, just to see what it feels like on the other side of the line. That's all. That 0.5 makes all the difference. That's right. That's right, J-Sauce. Oh, my God. Y'all are fucked up. You want a night out with Johnny Depp? All you need to do is claim your prize is to drive to Target and buy me some gift cards. Yeah, right under Scammer Payback's letter. That's a bold move. I would not be shocked if they would literally put a scam right under Scammer Paybacks, like retweet a scam and Scammer Payback. I think they did, though. I think they did right there. Next SP stream, I should shout out Johnny Depp just in case he's watching. Yeah, apparently Johnny Depp's a huge Pierogi fan. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I've never seen him in the chat, though. I've never seen him in the chat. Janie Minaj, TMI. It's funny to me. Go crazy. Yeah, we like to. I mean, I try not to be too perverted, but you know, I am also here to try to make you guys laugh, and sometimes that involves grossing you guys out a little bit. So. This is my second public formal request. Okay, no, that's just insane. PC Patty says insane. She's right. It is insanity. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result? Like retweeting about Pierogi every single goddamn day and expecting something to change? Like someone's actually gonna freaking do something? Johnny will be playing P in his biopic. I sure hope so. I sure hope he'd be like, this scammer is he's trying to take your money, and you know, I don't think you should give him to him. Oh, thank you, Johnny Depp. You're welcome. You know, all I've ever done was want to save people. That's so there's no better fulfilling feeling I get from saving people. That's my Johnny Depp. I call it programming, not insanity. You're right, 14-ounce robot. You're right. Daddy Scambait. Talk about the scam baiting man himself. Even though he doesn't actually scam bait. He's just a big fan of scam baiting. He said he's going to start a channel, though. I mean, with a name like Daddy Scambait, you got to scam bait, you know? He probably wanted gift cards, yeah. Listen, I don't think that you should sell these Target gift cards. I would hurry and find a manager and run it past them. Oh, I gotta go. Amber pooped in the bed again. Amber's always pooping in the bed. I don't understand why she keeps doing that. She thinks she blames it on the dog every time, but I have a Pomeranian, and human-sized fecal matter. I don't really consider it perverted. It's just more like lewd humor. Well, you know what I mean. Not legit perverted. I wouldn't be here if I didn't like your humor. I'll say that. Thank you, Kaylee. And I wouldn't have you here if I just didn't like you in general. So, you guys would love Celebrity Scam Baited. She's from Australia and she is hysterical. She tells them right off. Wait, so she get like celebrities to come in and scam bait? Like that's what Pierogi needs to do. He needs to get like not just online people, but he needs to start reaching out to people like Johnny Depp and getting them on to do scam baiting calls. That would be great. Come hang out with me. We'll talk about Hollywood. We'll do some scam baits. Dude, Pierogi, I just thought of you a million idea, dude. A $1 million idea right there, bro. Let me host it. I'll host it on SP, you know? I think that'd be cool. Like, can you imagine having Joe Rogan on there trying to scam bait some people? Be careful of the people you meet. You never know who you're dealing with. I hope that you resolve this peacefully. This is very unfortunate. Duke Henry. Oh, how many people? 334 subscribers. Good for you. I like the profile pic, Duke. I like the profile pic. I think Kip Boga had actors. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if he did. Because that's kind of more his shtick. Danny Trejo would be hilarious. Yeah, he would be. Listen, I'm coming to get you. All right? Dude, no. The ultimate guest, Liam Neeson. The ultimate guest would have to be Liam Neeson scam baiting. Listen, I have a particular set of skills. Skills that make my men like you, lives for men like you miserable. You know? Can you imagine that? Taken, the scam baiter version. Have you guys ever seen The Beekeeper? They literally, like, the guy shuts down, the kid is like the runner of a scam baiting channel, and they make it like some white kid because, you know, obviously you can't, Hollywood's not gonna make the ethnic stereotype of it's all being Indians, but they are Indian, you know, like that's where the majority of these scam calls come from. That's where it's like most likely to not get in trouble because they're easy to pay off the cops there, I believe. Gretchen H says, I am now being targeted. I've got peeps. Godspeed to you, the family, and the team. Well said, Gretchen. Well said. Well said, indeed. Yeah, Beekeeper is a good movie. Pierogi should have been a consultant on that. They are scammers pretending to be celebrities from Nigeria. Oh, okay. So they pretend to be celebrities. So it's like Johnny Depp calls up and goes, I got this message on my machine. It says that I won a major prize. I can only imagine Depp doing his best Vivian voice. God damn it, I gotta go again. Amber just pooped on the bed for a third time. Where does she keep getting all this shit from? I love to see Chappie and Gypsy in here too. Was surprised to see that and love it. Yeah, well, Kaylee, you know, I don't like to toot my own horn, but I'm kind of growing pretty fast. You know, we have a lot of celebrities coming in and out of here, Nerd City. You know, well, I wouldn't be surprised if Pierogi shows up. No, I'm kidding. Now, Chappie is a celebrity in her own right. Flex, daddy, flex. Shit, I swear I'll stop. That's right. I ain't flexing. I'm just name dropping, baby. That's all. I'm pulling a Jake Weddle. Name dropping literally any YouTuber I've ever worked with. Chud Logic, Kristen Ark, Xylee Gets Real, Diesel IRL, Nerd City, Pierogi, Brandon. Oh my god. I forgot the poor girl's name from... I forgot the poor girl's names from what's that show that Brandon was on? Oh my god. Amy Jo, believe it or not, was the most famous of them all. That show had like 10 million subscribers. Like, Amy Jo is the most famous person I ever worked with on YouTube. Oh, so now she's just a humble housewife, just enjoying life, teaching kids. Oh, the Johnny Depp romance scam. There's a ton of them. Now let me go back to naming off people I've worked with. Mr. Beast. just gonna start naming off the most popular people. EG just blue screened. I did blue screen. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was like error 404, nothing found here, no files. I have practiced Neeson in a long time. Did you do that as a scam baiter? I would. That would be so much fun. I love Chappie. I follow her and Mooter. I love them. So glad you're getting what you deserve. I was here for Nerd City. That was wild. I love seeing that. Yeah, Nerd City's fucking cool, man. He's my boy. I love that man. Now, I would probably say Nerd City's. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Pierogi's my boy too. Pierogi's my boy. So is Nerd City. They're both good dudes. Both of them. You know, and I'd probably actually say they're my closest colleagues on YouTube. So it's not a shock that I'm like out there, you know, and it all started just from them being like, yo, we appreciate you sticking up for us, you know, and that's what it comes down to. It's not like they've ever once asked me to do that. I do that because I like taking care of people who are nice people, you know. No, he did not spurg out Karanenko art. That's what you haven't seen my Nerd City video, Karanenko. Shame. You should check it out. It was all for fun. He just did it to troll Reddit, which I do too. I troll Reddit all the time, but they always get me. They always get me right away. I can't post anything without getting immediately banned. But if they let me in there, I would definitely troll some people. He was just trolling people who was talking shit on him in a Reddit. It's not like he was seriously spurging out. All right, that whole thing was completely blown out of proportion, and people are treating it like he's mentally spiraling, and he's not. It's just people with no sense of humor all freaking the hell out, blaming him for, you know, who just want to see a guy fall. That's basically what it comes down to. So much easier to hate. Why did he block Diorio then? Because Diorio's fans were relentlessly mocking him. That's why. So. That's basically what it comes down to, is just like Diorio's fans were just kind of like constantly still bringing up everything Diorio said to him, and I think that kind of just rubbed them the wrong way. You know, at some point, you know, when you have trolls constantly following you around, you just gotta be like, whatever, you know. Well, okay, Nick has a bit of a habit of sharing personal information with people that are supposed to be told in confidence, so I think that had a little bit to do with it too. You know, he just, you know, Diorio, you know, I'm sure he's a good dude, but he tends to, you know, nothing stays. Like, some people like to surround themselves with people who they can trust, and, you know, Nick, it wouldn't be the first time Nick has, like, done a video on a guy that, you know, he was friends with, you know, but it's deeper, but, like, basically it comes down to, like, I'm not trying to, like, dish too much personal shit out here, but I think it just comes down to Nerd just didn't trust Diorio to you know, be someone who he could confide in and actually talk to. You know, I think that's essentially what it comes down to. And you know, I would say Nerd's like a very serious, nice guy, and I don't, maybe Nick's just a little too much for him, or too aggressive for him or something. He showed the last message before block, doesn't seem really reasonable. Well, that Karanenko, that didn't happen right away. That block didn't. It's not like the way Nick presented it in that stream was that Nerd City blocked him right after that comment. That block didn't come till like months later. So it's not like that happened. It wasn't like Nick sent that message and then Nerd City blocked him. That message came through and then months went past without them talking, and then something happened to where Nerd City. He did say, Nick said it was a few months after. I don't remember him saying that in the stream, and I watched it like several times. But if he did, then I stand corrected. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, you never know what goes on behind the scenes. You know, they could have been, something personal could have happened. You know, I didn't really drill him too hard, but my typical assessment is that, you know, he was just kind of over with the whole Knicks fans all shitting on him all the time, and I would be too. Like, if there's constant abuse coming from one particular creator's audience, it's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna try to distance myself from them the best I can, you know. I mean, it's your right to judge them for it, but not everybody. It's just like, you know how it is, Kara. Like, there's not everybody, you know, D'Angelo kind of pissed me off with his video. I felt like he was kind of being a little bad faith, to be honest with you. Because I think that Nick, or no, not you're thinking about D'Angelo Wallace. Yeah, his video sucked. He had no idea what the hell was going on with Nerd City. It was just cope and a desperate clout move. I wouldn't trust him either. I don't blame him. Yeah, I mean, look what just happened with him and Bo Blacks, you know? Like, Bo Blacks is his buddy and, you know, gets him to come on Chud's show, and then he gets ambushed by Queeman, you know? And Nick's, like, kind of just keeping his mouth shut instead of sticking up for his friend. Was it bad faith? The Nerd City one is pretty fair. Well, you think, well, he has personal history with Nerd City, Kara. Like, he told, I think it was 100% bad faith too. He was taking what was obviously a troll and then blaming it and saying that, Nerd City's lost his fucking mind and shit. Nerd has his reason for blocking. Nick is a dick, a funny dick, but a dick, and there is history there. That isn't necessarily positive. Yeah, I mean, I don't think, I'd block who you want. If you don't like a guy or he says something, like, for all we know, Nick was on a stream that, and said some shit about Nerd that wasn't documented in there, and, having a history doesn't make a bad faith if he presents the facts objectively. He didn't, though, Kara. He didn't. Like Nerd City was saying, I'm leaving the community. I would like to, form an audience that I'm more like, that takes my work more seriously. I mean, Pyrocynical confirmed this, Kara, and Nick was making fun of him for it. And trying to say he's lost his mind. Like, that to me doesn't suggest a guy who is being good faith. When a guy's like, I don't want a trolly community. And then Nick's like, see, he's such a fucking cope. This is cope. Like, I'm like that. Like, yeah, who wants a community of people who are telling you to go fuck off all the time? And he was on a show with Pyrocynical, and Pyrocynical will be the first to tell you that his audience is super fucking trolly. He said that one of the nicest thing his Redditors ever told him was to go unalive himself. So it's just like one of them things. Which part is unfair? Did Nerd quit the podcast because of Pyro's Discord channel? Did Nerd argue with random Redditors before he quit? No, I think he just wanted to get back to just making YouTube videos again. He just wanted to get back to making YouTube videos. And I already said the part that was unfair. It's like when he's taking Nerd, he took a letter from the Discord that was meant for his Patreon members, and then said it was a cope wall meant for the whole internet, which it wasn't. It was meant for his most dedicated fans and fans of the TBH podcast. It wasn't meant for the whole internet. But Nick was like, Pyrocynical went over all this on his stream and basically was just like, me and him are cool. He's good. He wants to go back to just making videos and cultivate a community of people who take him more seriously. And that's his right to do. You don't have to like it. I'm not saying you have to like it, but but for Nick to turn that around and act like he's having a mental breakdown or he's coping or he's he's seething because of that, that in my opinion is bad faith. He's saying you can never take criticism, and maybe he can't, but you know what? That's for him. That's his right. Chud can't take criticism either, and I fucking love Chud. Well, I guess Chud can. Chud gets annoyed, and he'll block people too. Everybody does it. Everything is cope for these commentary bros. I know. I fucking hate that word, dude. And that's the number one comment I got too on my Nerd City. It was like, oh, you coping. You're coping. This video is nothing but cope. Like, fuck off, dude. You don't even know what that word means. Like, you don't. It looked like a mental breakdown, getting mad at the cat photos. Well, it's a funny thing between him and like his most, Nerd's got a very ironic sense of humor, Kara, and he doesn't hate cats. He just, they were doing it because he was trying to take his NFT seriously, and people were spamming cat photos in the Discord. And then that somehow managed to turn into he hates cats. But that wasn't it. They were kind of like, people in the Discord were making fun of him for trying to get people to take the NFT thing seriously, which makes sense because it was, he worked really hard on it. Like, would you want a bunch? Like, say you worked really hard to make you worked really hard on one of your art photos or whatever, and you put it up. You're all proud of it, and then someone comes over and then like sticks something that has glue like right over top of it and goes, "Yeah, that's better now." You'd probably be a little fucking peeved. Yeah, he calls everybody cat owner. It's like his ironic humor. You don't have to get it. It's nothing personal against cats. He calls them cat owners because it's like it's ironic to him. I think you're reading too much into it. Like I think everybody's reading too much into his humor, and I think that's why a lot of people are like looking at him like he's like it's rubbing them the wrong way. Like to him, he's finding it funny and humorous because in his mind he thinks it's hilarious. But and unless you're in on the joke, most people aren't going to understand it and just think that he's like coping and seething or whatever the fuck the word they use. Like when someone uses the word gaslight, same as cope, use it so much and it becomes unserious. Yeah, no, I agree, Kaylee. Like that, and that's the same exact comparison I made too. Was that everybody says you're gaslighting me? No, I'm not. You're just acting like a bitch. Like I'm not gaslighting you. You need to, have some responsibility for your behavior. I'm not saying Karenka, the guy's perfect, but he's not having a mental breakdown. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. Okay, he's fine, right? He's leaving the show because he wants to go and work on doing content again. Essentially, what it comes down to. He and pyrocynical fans are. Yeah, I'm sweeping. I'm sweeping for him. Yep. That's the other word I love, too. You're sweeping. Look, I mean, you can say I'm sweeping for him. That's fine. I don't mind it. I'll sweep for Nerd City. Fucking love the dude. He's a good man. And it doesn't really bother me because I know the truth, Like, I've literally sat down with the guy and he filled me in on everything that was going on. So, and unless you get... And a lot of the context I can't share with you guys because, like, it's a personal conversation I had. So, and it's not my story to tell. But all I could say, Karenenko, is like once you know, like the context around it, you'll understand why he did what he did. It's simply it's that easy. It's not for public consumption. That's all I can say about it. It's not for public consumption. All right, I'm not trying to go out and just talk about stuff that was meant for a conversation between me and him. But all I could say is, I know the truth about it, and you can say I'm sweeping for her if you want. That's fine. I don't care. That term never bothered me. Sweeping. I mean, I literally made one of my titles "Sweeping for Mr. Beast," so that term doesn't bother for me. I'll sweep all day for a creator if I think they're right. Yeah, I try to, Master Toothpick. From the message between Nick, it sounded like if you disagree with me, you're not my friend. Well, I mean, did you see all of Nick's old videos about him? He was basically being like, "Fuck you, Nerd City," and and then he I don't think like he sent him 60 fucking tweets a day, like tagging him in it. Like that is insane shit. Like that, like Nick's behavior wasn't much different than what these fucking people are doing. So I know you like Nick. And that's cool. I like Nick too. I watch Nick all the time. I agree with him way more than I disagree with him. But I think he was wrong about Nerd City. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. We're gonna have to just agree to disagree. I don't want to get into it too much, but I would recommend going to see me properly sweep him in my video, Kara. Like if you want to see me sweep for him, do it in the video. That's where I lay out everything. Yeah, it was pretty insane. I clipped some of it in the thing, but I know a lot of people like Nick Diorio, and I like Nick Diorio too. And Nerd knows I like Nick Diorio. He doesn't care. He's cool with me liking Nick Diorio, like whoever you want, But I can tell you this much: Nerd gave me way more hospitality than Nick did. So, one of them acts like I don't exist. The other one, treated me like I've been his friend for years. Like, I mean, to me, that goes a long way as a creator, So if and then I wanted to do that video for him. Like, It's not like nobody asked me to do it. I wanted to because he was a good dude. And I think that good people deserve to be defended. And that's what makes me a professional sweeper. He tagged him excessive a day. I'd block someone over like 60 times, Lexi. But Nick admitted it in his thing that he was fucking crazy when he first started streaming. He's calmed down a bit, but you could still see the little flashes of that immature version of Nick when he's talking to Keemstar, or he's stream sniping local live from members only, like little shit like that gets him in trouble still. And Keemstar's supposed to be his friend. Like, Keemstar's supposed to be his friend, and he's literally stream sniping him. So you can like someone and disagree with them, just like you can dislike someone and agree with them. Exactly, yeah. Like, I like Nick. I still like Nick's content. I watch him all the time. I just think that he got the Nerd. I just think he was kind of being unfair to Nerd City. That's all. To be fair, Nick said no more friends because too many Max stuff happens. Yeah, I mean, he did. I think he closed off his circle, which that's fine. I mean, I'm not begging Nick Diorio to be my friend. You know, that's not the kind of person I want to be. Now, I beg Chud to be my friend. Plus, like, I grew up watching. Well, I wouldn't say grew up watching Nerd City, but I've been a big fan of him for years. So getting a chance to sit down and talk with him, I mean, that's fucking cool. I mean, think of like your favorite YouTuber, right? And you start doing content creation, and then your favorite YouTuber reaches out and wants to have a conversation with you about like everything that's going on. Like that was cool, you know? Like and maybe, you know, I'm not even gonna fucking act like I wasn't like super fucking stoked about that, you know? But the fact that the guy didn't owe me nothing and took time to do that for me, I mean, that's fucking cool, dude. Like, if that doesn't show a guy who is like level-headed and cool, I don't know what does, you know. And some people are gonna act like, oh, you know, he only did that because he's just so he'll give time to someone who is small, like and you know, a creator who isn't worth anything. Now I look at it as a guy who looks at people like human beings, you know, people that can have a different opinion than me and still be my friend, and people I want to be around. I respect that ton more. Yeah. I agree, Kaylee. That's how it should be. We should be able to disagree and still be able to move forward and, you know, carry on a relationship. As long as nobody's hurting the other person, I think would be fair. Let me switch back to the mainstream here, because, you know, might as well close out just having a little bit of conversation. I think that's it for the SP stuff, but I hope that everybody, you know, got the picture. It was pretty fucking crazy, to be honest with y'all. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, I stream every day. We talk about new topics every day, always doing something new. We'll do drama, all the top drama stuff. I also want to do this new thing called Twitter trending, where we'll take a look at some of the top topics that are like trending on Twitter, and then we'll talk about them. Maybe we'll open up the show that way, and then we'll hop into our topics. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be a good way to, you know, break the ice and get into stuff. I mean, in the Chud and Bo Black's call, he did say that he is a little snaky, but it's what commentary is. Not really, Kara. I mean, that's what his guys do, but not everybody acts like that in the commentary space. You don't see Turkey Tom sharing private messages of him with other people, unless it's like a big celebrity, like that he's like shocked even messaged him in the first place. And you don't see Chud sharing his personal inbox messages, you know. So it's just kind of something Nick does, you know. And there's got to be rules of engagement, you know. It's like if I come to you in good faith, like that's why a lot of people don't like Bo Blacks, because Bo Blacks will, you know, tell everybody everything about a personal conversation you had. I keep everything a secret. You know, I want people to be able to know they can come to me and confide in me about information, and I'm not going to be online the next day telling everybody about it. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a nightmare to live in. You just need to learn how to use X first. Yes, I do need to learn how to use X first. Kaylee aesthetic, it's if not a friend disagreeing, then at least be cordial with each other and yeah, crazy. Oh, is EG leaving? Not quite yet. But we'll probably be wrapping it up shortly. Next time, can you cover the NBC interview with Roseanne on Mr. B? Oh, Rosanna. Wait, NBC did an interview with Rosanna on Mr. Beast? Oh my God. They have not picked a better person to talk to than that? That's the best they can do is Rosanna Pansino? She sucks, dude. She sucks. Like, I'm sorry. She's just terrible. She's a freaking terrible person. But if he didn't do that, we don't get the John Swan or Max takedown. Yeah, I mean, you know, the Mama Max thing makes sense in that, you know, he's clearly lying, and that's different. But when you're taking someone confiding in you, but I mean, again, no. Even though, yeah, you get the John Swan takedown and the Mama Max takedown, congratulations, but, you know, who's ever going to trust you with information again? You know? Like, I don't know about you, but I don't think that I want to be able to go to someone in confidence and ask them something just for it to show up the next day on fucking the internet. Like, I'm sorry, that's not something I'm interested in having partake in. Witness has huge beef with the interviewer, was in multiple lawsuits with her. Really? Dude, that's who I was gonna cover tonight. Surprise Witness. That bitch is crazy, dude. We'll probably cover her tomorrow for the Friday stream because there's a lot to go through. But she's nuts. She's nuts. You need to know the lore in the NBC interviewer. Oh, I'll listen to it tomorrow when I'm at work. I'll catch up with it. I would vote EG over Rosanna on Mr. Beast all day, every day. I know. I'd be like, listen, did the guy fuck up? Yeah. But you know what? Is he going to be fine? Yes, he's going to be fine. Thank you for having me. Peace. Like, all these little leeches trying to make careers off of just, trying to take down Mr. Beast is insane to me. Everyone still trusts Nick despite that. It's amazing. Dude is the most successful con man on the internet, and I love it. I think it's just because he's so... I guess I need to start at the beginning. Yes, you do, Debbie. Yes, you do. But yeah, you're right, Lexi. I think that Nick's a likable guy, though. Like, most people in the commentary space have a thick skin. But not everybody is like buddy with everybody. You know what I mean? Like, that's obvious considering all the straight bloodbath that goes on or the blood sports that take place. But yeah, I don't think that I would trust Nick with like some of the stuff I've trusted Chris or Xylee with. You know, I would probably rather not. You know, because if you could tell someone something in confidence and then it's not that like anybody spilling tea on me is going to get any views. Nobody knows who I am yet, but they will. You better believe that they will. I'm the next Moist Critical, baby. I don't mean this in a mean way, but she legit scares me. When I first saw her lips, I thought Jeff the killer. Other than that, she would burn down an ex's house. Yo, yeah. You talking about Surprise Witness? She has them crazy friggin' eyes, dude. It's okay, Debbie. No worries. No worries, hon. That's what I leave the VOD up for usually a half a day after I stream, and then I'll knock it, and then I'll take it down, edit it up a little bit, and throw it up onto Later with Lately channel. Yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed to Later with Lately, and I know half of you aren't because we have 46 people in here, and I only have 50 subscribers over there. Go subscribe over there. That's where this is eventually going to go to. The interview used to do segments about Justin Bieber's sex life when he was a minor. Whoa. Yeah, that is a little strange. That is definitely a little strange for sure. Link, please. Oh, to the Later Lately site? Yeah, hang on. I'll get you that. But yeah, no, I think this was a pretty good episode. I mainly want to just cover Pierogi tonight. I think somewhat Nick does that. Take privacy seriously, though. He never leaked anything about Augie, even what he's doing. He does if it's related to drama or about other creators. Yeah, see, I mean, Like that means like you just can't. If you find information, you just can't let Nick know. You know, that's basically what it comes down to. But I mean, I don't know. I've never. I honestly can't speak on it because I've never. I'm subscribed. First 50 prize. Nice, J Sauce. I put in later with later. That doesn't make much sense, does it? Yeah, no, I get it. It just comes down to like I haven't had a whole lot of. In fact, I've had no interactions with Nick. You know, I've had no interactions with Nick, so I can't speak to my personal experiences. I just know, you know, through the experiences I've had my personal. Oh shit. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I just started the whole damn stream over. Sorry. Oh my God, you guys should have told me my mic was so loud, so peaked out. But I wouldn't have done that. Hang on. I gotta hit live so that I catch up with you guys and can get into the chat. I gotta hit live so that I catch up with you guys and can get. That's a lot better. I gotta hit live so that I catch up with you guys. Echo. That's a lot better. Just fucking with you guys. Yeah, here you go. Here's the link to the Later with Lately channel. Please make sure you guys subscribe. That's where all the VODs go after I'm done. So make sure if you guys aren't subscribed over there, you do that because, you know, it's important. It's important. The funny part is that BJ went on a rant about how journalist Chloe has an agenda, so you can't trust her and her interviews because there is always an angle. She discredited an interview that was. I feel like she's also jealous of Rosanna. I think that she's jealous of Rosanna too. Because Rosanna thinks she's like the queen of YouTube, which could not be further from the truth. Like, how do you just label yourself the fucking queen of YouTube? That makes no goddamn sense. Especially when you're Southern and you talk like this. You talk like this and you all got this crazy eyes going. That's me. I got my cat ears in. Y'all ever see that, the way she talks? She just kind of talks like this. Like she's blind or something. Is she blind? Thank you, Debbie. Ostensibly taking her side. BJ is yet again a Mormon. Oh, yeah. I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. That bitch is crazy, though. Yes. What Lexi said is what I'm alluding to. Yeah, I don't know much about the players in that situation, but we are going to go over Surprise Witness tomorrow. She's pretty crazy and from what I've seen, incredibly cringy. God's favorite is just offensive. Is that what she said? I'm God's favorite? Yeah. Highly doubtful. She's like that person who's just going to play the maximum role of I'm just going to glaze the shit out of myself and then hopefully people believe it. Plus, like, she puts on such a friggin' filter. Her filter is thick as, like, 3 layers of ice to try to make herself look good on her videos. It's pretty gross. Got a jet. Nice hanging out. You guys see you tomorrow. Thank you, J-Sauce. Yeah, I think that's a good spot to stop. I'm not going to do my karaoke tonight, mainly because I was singing, for a while before I went live, where I'm making this parody music video for Jake Weddle. That is going to be pretty freaking hilarious, so I hope that you guys will check it out when it comes. I'll make sure I leave it into Discord and stuff. She sells her merch with the motto, is that she's God's favorite. Really? Does it only say God's favorite, or does it say, Surprise Witness is God's favorite? I don't know. I think she's probably a locale at this point. Everybody calls her locale now because they only watch her to laugh at what she's going to say next, so... You know, it is what it is. But what did I chase Karen Enko out here because I want to start slandering Nerd City? But yeah, no, I hope that everybody had a good time in here. This was a fun stream. I mean, hopefully Pierogi saying that is enough for her merch should say ex-lawyer. Yeah, there she is. She's back. I think you're right. I think it should too. I mean, I saw Chud react to her today, and she sucks. That's just basically what it comes down to. She sucks. But Commentary people hate people like her. The tea people, the hunty tea people, like Savannah's a tea person now. Grab your tea, hunty. You know, like that whole shit. It's just lame. It's just lame. It's like, I don't know. Then again, what do? We don't do much better. We don't do much better. Good night, y'all. Need to catch up on the news. Always great to see. Always great time to be here. Yes, you too. Xylee say even tea people hated her. I know they did. They did. That's why Xylee is one of the few girls that we would actually consider a commentary YouTuber, because she, you know, she tells it like it is. I mean, she does cover tea type categories, but you know, that's what she likes, so it makes sense. Thank you, Maya. Thank you for hanging out. But yeah, anyway, guys, for anybody new here, thank you guys so much for stopping by the stream tonight. We do this every day. Tomorrow, though, Fridays are the early streams, so we'll be probably going on around 4 o'clock. So I hope to see you guys there. And if you ever want my testimony, ask me. Yes, G-Force. I got to see what I'm working on next. But I will definitely be in touch with you. You know how to inbox me. My glasses broke, can barely see the keyboard. Love y'all. Thank you, Daddy Scambait. Thank you, Kaylee. Yep, cool. Thank you guys again. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys on the next one. Look at us. All-time high viewer numbers today, baby. That's how we do it. That's how we do it.